To learn about the history of superheroes like Storm, Green Lantern, and the popular Black Panther.
Well, today is your chance to do so, and our Joe Sam is on the go, and he's putting his superpowers to the test. All right, let's see.
What superpowers do you have?
With the super hat.
Well, I think that they said that my superpower would be that I'm super charming. Usually I can charm people to death. So that's going to be my superpower. But you know what? We want you to come and figure out what your superpower is here today at the National Afro-American History Museum and Cultural Center. We're talking to Mr. Addison right now to talk about the importance of these artists that you actually can see here when you come out to today's celebration. There's a lot of comic books in here and a lot of superheroes that I would have never even known existed until you come here today and see them in action.
Yeah, it's really great because, a lot of people don't know about these characters. And the fact that, a lot of people can come here and, learn. It's a museum.
Right.
And a lot of these artists who are going to be here, they're all independent artists.
Absolutely.
So you're not just learning about the big characters from like DC and Marvel, you're going to learn about independent characters and all these other independent artists. So when they blow up, everyone's like, oh, I know that, I know that, I know that guy, I know her.
It all started here.
Yeah.
And we're looking at this poster right here, a milestone in comics. And this is something that you said has been in the works for years. And now to actually see it happening here is something great for you to see.
Well, the cool thing about Milestone is that it started in the 90s, and it was a publication by 4 African-American writers and artists. And they believed that they weren't being represented in comic books. So they got together and created these characters. That's where you see characters like Static, Icon, Rocket, Hardware, and yeah, and it was huge.
And we can see Static as some of the comic books right here. This is Static that you guys are seeing here. There's Icon, there's Hardware, there's Captain Africa that I would have never even known existed until today. And let me walk you guys on over here too so that you guys can see something that is from my part of the town. We have on this side of the case here, Brother Voodoo. This is something that people may not have even heard of until they came here today. So really quickly, tell us why this is so important for you to actually see this happening here. Because like you said, you see them on TV and you're like, I can be a superhero now because you see them being represented within the African-American community.
Oh yeah, it's all about representation. You'll see a lot of different men, women, younger people. So being able to see yourself as a superhero, because we all know Batman, Superman, they're all over the place, even Spider-Man and Wonder Woman. But there's something that, it really hits you in the core when you see someone that looks just like you.
Absolutely.
Because you're right up there on the screen, you're right up there in the comic book, and it just gives you like a warm feeling inside.
It sure does. Well, Mr. Addison, thank you so much for spending some time with us. We're going to be talking to you a little bit more about some of the artists that are going to be represented into today's event. Right now, you guys, we're going to try and figure out what Chris's superpower is because, like I said, he has the CM for cameraman under his shirt. We just have to figure out what his superpower is.
We know. It makes you look good.
Exactly.
That's
I was
a
just
superpower.
thinking that.
All right.